and welcome to this new live stream where we are going to work again on the Chrome extension to fix few issues related to Twitter. And to start with the situation that we are having right now, let me share my screen to see what we are doing. So here we go. Here is Twitter. And if you go to Twitter, let me enable the extension because I disabled it. I had an issue. Let me just keep it this way. Here we have this emoji extension, and here the issue that we are facing. Oh, I need to refresh that because I enabled it a bit late. Here, as you can see that our stuff is being on top of um, the previous component, which is not the best behavior that we want to see. And we would prefer to have like this as fully shown. And I tried multiple solutions yesterday without success in understanding the situation that I am having right now. What I could do in this situation is, I think I could do two things. One of them is I could just like search again about the issue and see if we can do anything related to that. And if I couldn't do that, I should ask someone either on Stack Overflow or friends, or the last thing that would be is to just like go with a different approach which could work for us. So let's just try again and see the situation. So to analyze the situation here we have this, which is like one of the which is that the element we need, the menu, and it's inside its parent, and it's not showing mm, on top of the parent. So let's just say show children child div over parent, which we did that before, but I think I need to find something else. um Behind a pair, let's just see if we could find something in display parent over child div. No, not, it's not what I would like to see here. The issue is that I tried a couple of solutions before, and even if I tried and add that position relative, it will not show on top of that, but like it will break the situation that we are having, which is not what we need here. And as you can see, it's just like it's not showing on top of that as well. So it's not what we need. And let's see if we have another. So linked, I don't need that. Related, here we have another question, and they are having overflow visible for the parent, which is something that we can't control. Let's just go with position absolute. Let's see another stuff here. Um, and siblings. I think this is, yeah, okay, so this is what I need right now. And position relative. It's not what the result that we are expecting, but here it's the best way that we could ask the question. Let me see if we have another, and we could see another like Stack Overflow solutions. If not, then we will just go with um those are costs. No, it's not what I need. Like all the solutions, this is the question that I saw before, but here they are using a z-index pop up, which is, what's the name of it? Color scheme. Here it's called label selector, selector inner, options pop up, standard dark. So options pop up is position top right. Okay, this is not what we need as well. So uh, first approach would be doing trying to find a solution for that, like without changing the logic. But since we have been like trying to find a solution for 5 minutes without any um success, what we could do is change our approach. The other thing that we could do is see what does, let's see, we remove that. I will ignore this right now because we have another issues we could fix. But what we could do is write something random and see this kind of um oh, I could change that till this here, this Grammarly stuff, and you could see that this is working even on this area and it's showing on top of stuff, and you could move it around. And if we need to check Grammarly, we could see that it is being added in where it is. We lost it right now, but the Grammarly is adding it on top of everything. So it's just like at the end of the body. And why do we have this? Let's just remove that and try again. So here, if you click anything, we could see that we have the Grammarly. We can't inspect that directly, but I'm assuming that it's showing on top of um, the element instead of showing on the element itself, which is the approach that we could follow to. Wait, do I have it as? Yeah, I have it here. Let me see the service worker for Grammarly and get back to Twitter. And here we have this. So just moving as store changed, side effect render was called. Let's just go with this here and try to write something. Here it is. And if we go to close that, it will not work, but side effect, active tab change. Let's just click on this or this and see what we have. Just like checking the active tab and okay, we could append, search parameter append, no. Query selector, no. Dot html, well, let's say, yeah, so I think it's good. Dot body, t dot body or t dot document element, so we could get they are calculating the client width And if it's, yeah, this is doing it because of the different naming. And I think they are adding that stuff um at the end of the body, because there, let's just see here and try to write something and see where is it. Okay, it's disabled. Here we have that, and here we could go and search for Grammarly. We don't have that. So I think we could just like, I think I feel like I'm just doing search for nothing right now. And I could do two things, which is one of them is preparing the question to ask it on Stack Overflow right now. And by doing this, we could see how we could ask a good question on Stack Overflow to make people understand the situation. Or I could just like shine the logic, but I think I could do both of them. So let's go and say, here we have what's happening. And let's just refresh this. Um, Let me find the span related to this, which is, or the div related to that. So we could go with public draft style default block, and we could go and let's just go document query selector and have it here as class. Let's let um tweet area equal this. So we have the tweet area right now. And what I am going to do, so it's just like broken. So what I'm going to do and think about is having a minimal reproducible example for Stack Overflow. And if you are not aware of that, you could just like read these resources to get an insight about this. And basically, the main idea here is to have something that everyone can use again and cover the issue that you are having. So you could just like understand, make them be able to understand what you are doing and how to do that. Uh, let's go back again to here. So I'm just like finding the text area, which is what I'm doing. And then I'm going to my code to get the text that I would like to add. And here we go to content script, image, not this, let's go to emoji list. And here is the function that I'm adding. So I could just get this function, but it will be too, let me see, long to follow with someone who is doing something in like for others in their free time. So I don't need everything here. I don't need this. And I need to just create that element. Yeah, so we created that element here. We added the ID. Well, actually, even the ID, I don't need that. But let's just move forward right now. Then I could add, yeah, this top, whatever. I don't need them. And add the click, target, whatever. So I don't need those. So I think we could just ID inner HTML this stuff and text area insert node before text area. So okay, let's just go with this example right now. Go to DevTools, make it as text area parent node, insert before. So it's tweet area, whatever it is, and listed items is this. So here we have that. And as you can see right now, it's kind of there, but we can't see it because it doesn't have this one, what we are doing. It doesn't have the style, which let's say background red and top 0. So this is what we want to see for and share with people to make an understanding of what's going on with us without struggling to see what we are doing. So here, after adding this element, I don't need the ID, and I could add this directly here. And I think I could just remove this emoji stuff. Option 1. And here have this as option 2. And this as option 3. And let's just go with this one here, here. And what we could do is just remove the extra text that we don't need here, here. And this one, we could just go option 0. Sorry. Here we go. And here we could just get what we want, only what we want, and show the people that this is what we need. But the other thing that I need to add here, which is the main reason to go back, that we get back, is adding unlisted item style dot position. And what we used in our style was position absolute for the unlisted items. And let's go back here, position equal absolute, top 0. So we could just go and get that again. Let's just refresh to make sure that we are having everything from scratch without having an interruption of what we are doing. And here we go, tweet area and listed item, and here we have that. What we missed, I think we missed only one simple thing, but let me go and find it first. Where it is. Okay, I think I could get it in this way. Yeah. So we missed one thing, simple thing, which is like style, background or color for red. It should be background color. Background color equal red. So we missed this. And right now we could see it. So let's go to that. Here's our, but why we see it here? Yeah, okay. So it's fine. Let's remove this stuff. I think this would make sense for us. Just let's add the background color and remove this again. Refresh. Here we could add that. And let's add z index as 100. So we would mimic what we had in our Why do we have that? The font. Okay. Here, let's go back again. Remove everything that we don't need. We have that. Okay, here we have it, but it's just not showing the way that we need, which is like I would like to see it on top of the other stuff. And I think right now I would be ready to try this in to ask this as a question on Stack Overflow. So here we have that, and we don't see it on top of the other stuff. Let's go for computed, position absolute, display. Could I change this? Display block. It will not work as well. Position absolute. It will not work. Okay, so I could ask a question right now. So if you haven't used Stack Overflow to ask questions before, it would be a good place for you, but you need to be careful because sometimes you might ask a repeated question. So you may need to um, let me see this. It is tweet area. This here. Okay, so because you might ask some repeated question, and at that time you will have um, a weird um, interaction, let's say. How to show why it's not working. Um, and let me give me a second. Okay, the input is not working for some reasons. Uh, it's working, but it's not working. So let's just disable that emoji. YYD extension and check this later. Reload. How to show an element, um, a child element on top of its parents and siblings by using CSS only. So I'm just like checking if we have something here. We could. Okay. And how to position a child top on top of parent using CSS. Let me see what they are doing here. Top removed, bottom 0 added. Margin bottom 0, important. I don't think that would solve anything related to us. It will not do anything related to us. Let's go to compute it. As for the position, it's correct, but what we need to adjust something related to not sure what it is. So let's just go and ask the question. And let me get this link. And let's explain the situation. I am trying to add some options on top of Twitter. UI, but for text editing. But when I do that, I get an issue and I am not being able to show the element on top of other elements. It's always being shown behind the siblings, I think. So here we go. Here is the code I am trying and running it on Twitter dot whatever. Then let me see this here. Let's go back to the question here. Add picture. I am getting this image, which I'm getting this result, which shows, which add the element, but it doesn't show it on top of the siblings and parents. Here, let's just see this. Yeah, of the GIF and other stuff. I want my element to be visible and shown even on top of the GIF um, icon and toolbar. It's how can we achieve? How can I achieve that? So here we could just ask this question directly and see. I can't answer that. So CSS, HTML, JavaScript. We don't have jQuery. Do we have anything related to Twitter? Twitter directly. We have that. Do we have anything related to UI? So it's user interface. So here we have that, and I think we could, let's see. How to do setting. Um, I'm just trying to see if we have any other questions that could be related. So we can't. We don't have anything else. So I could just show that. And let me just add a few spaces here. And then I think I could just ask that. Let me double check. And here we have that. Let's ask the question and post it. So hopefully one day someone will answer that. But till that time, what we could do is, let me go back. We should think about other solution because sometimes you can't just um you can't just rely on others till they come and answer. It might take long time. So what I would think to do here is I think a possible thing that I could do is let me just double check the emoji here. Here we have the extension reckoning. So we just focus on this. Let's just refresh this page. I could add this to the body directly and then do the calculation related to body and add this to the body, because if let's just me show you here, if we go and remove this to the top, which is where is our body, here we have it somewhere else, we could see that it doesn't have the issue that we are facing. So what we could do is, the first thing first is go back to the code first, remove this, go back and go to content script, see how we are adding this. So I am adding this through add emoji list. So I'm adding it to query emoji target, and then I'm using that target to, where is it, unlisted items, and I'm using that target as text area. Here it is, going through parent element and inserting it before, but I just could go to document body, and here we could just go append a child or append directly, and then we could just have unlisted items, which is the ones that we are using. And let's just try the result and see. It will not work directly because right now we need to do some adjustment to the position that we are using, but at least we will be able to see what we are having here. So let's just say test. Here we have it. So as you can see, it's showing, but it's showing on top of everything, and it's not what the result that we want. And we could see that it's showing multiple stuff. So what we could do is, since we appended that there, let's just go here, test. Here we have it, and let's just go with this. What we need to do is to have it here on top of our text area, and to do that and check if it's on top of our text area or not, before going to that I need to check if it's there or not, so I just need to delete it. Where is add emoji list? So we are getting the result. Wait, um I did a lot of like spaghetti code here that I need to fix somehow. But what we could do is, where is at emoji list? Here it is. And here we need to check if this is available or not. Let's add let id equal this. Let's call it as element id, element id. Um, Here we don't need to insert that. We could just like add inner emoji equal this, and here we could just say document dot query selector by id, hey, element id or this one. So if it's there, it will not do anything. If it's not there, it will go and create a new element. Let's just refresh this, refresh this, and refresh this. Here, as you can see, it's just like doing one, only one. T-E-S-T. Here we have that. Test, and it's changing whatever we are doing. It's working. I was expecting an error. No, we are getting an error, so it's fine. So yeah, and here is the first step, which is like getting that. The next step that we could do is changing the position of what we are having here. We don't need this position to be there on top always, which is like kind of useless. And we need this to be in a place that, why do we have this div mirror here? Okay, anyway, so we need to have this in a place that would be helpful for us when we write something here. So let's just go to this input event, and let's wait. So here we have this input event already, and we have this target. So what I need from that target is, could I get that from here? No, I can't get that here. So what I need from that target, oh, okay, I can get it. At least I can get the target, which is this one. Here's the target that we are having. So what I need from this target is to find the position that, good luck, bro. Thank you, bro. To find the position, which is what I'm doing, and to do that here. So to get that position, I think it was React bound or get bounding client React, and here you could get that X and Y of the position, and you could add that here, this one, and I could change the top and bottom stuff related to it based on this. So I could just go with, let me see, 76, and here 244, 244 plus 40, which is 200, almost 80. So this is the result that I would like to get, which is based on the like what we are getting from that. But yeah, so I will do this right now, which I will get the bounding, get the XY for it, and that stuff. And here, let's just go with our Chrome, which is adding this based on target element. So here we have our target element, change it to text area, and here we are having as text areas. Here we have it as an element. So let's just say let element bounding React, what bounding rect, which would be get element get bounding rect, and then let element x and element y, here it is, equal bounding x and bounding y. It should be, yeah, it should be xy directly, or we could get it as left and top. So the y would be the top, bounding react dot left and top. So here we are getting them, and then I could just add them here. Here it is the top, here is the element x, and refresh this so we have the logic that we need. And here we go. TEST, here it is, here what we need. Then we could say happy, and here we have the stuff that we need on top of what we want. What we did was changing the logic that we are adding the element. So instead of adding it to the parent, whatever it is, I added it directly to the full body. And right now I could change that. Hmm. The only thing that I noticed, which is here, is that I'm already getting the element um, offset top and element left. So I just added the bounding react. Do we have anything else related to that? Um, Here we go. And let's do this. What I need from this here is going back to this input and getting back that target again. Yeah. So what we are doing is I'm already getting that target. What is the name of it here? Offset top and scroll top. So I already have something from it, which is 0, offset width, and I have what's the other thing? It's scroll top. It's scroll top here, which is 0 and undefined. And here we go. So I'm just like thinking if we could get the other um offset top. Do we have something at top directly? No. Offset height, offset left parent, offset top, offset width. I don't know that. So we get a question here, which is like, is it harder to get a job as a web developer or a software engineer? Usually getting a job is hard itself without thinking about that situation that you are having. But like if you compare web developer and software engineer, it just like web developer is kind of a niche of software engineer. Software engineer can do multiple stuff. Web developer will be focused on web development only. So it depends on the market. And to find a job, it's hard because like it's not only based on your skills, it will be based on your network, on how you present yourself, how you do into during interview. It's based on your market area and what you are doing. So I can't say directly if it's harder to do this or that, but what I could say that if you are good in your area and field, finding a job wouldn't be that hard, but like you need to be great in doing what you are doing. So yeah, let's get back to this. So here we just like see how we could, I fixed that issue with having this on top of that, but I didn't do it through what we are doing, rather than I did it through adding the element on top of that. What's the name of it? The rule document, but which is not what I want. The other thing that we are, let's just go and add this to our here. Let's just add what changes we did. It was adding the element y, element x, and changing this area here. Yeah, so I did these changes right now, and I could just, here we have that text area. Yeah, so here let's just say where it is commit. Thank you for that. I hope that you enjoy your time. Um, Fix add the element on the body to avoid CSS conflicts, to avoid visibility issues. And here we have that. Then what we did here, this was yesterday. We did this to, let me just go here, stage, this selection, and this area. I don't need what I did here. And this was done yesterday, which was an idea to consider the emoji. Um, Fix not working on, not fix, enable it to work on other tag, on tags other than text area, which was a small fix we did yesterday, but I will need to revisit this because in, let me go to here. If you go to, let me refresh this again, go back to this, refresh to load whatever we are having. If I do this with Twitter, it will not, like, I will be able to write, but I will not be able to delete. And I'm not sure if I will be even able to um yeah, I'm not sure if I even able to post this because it's breaking the logic in, as you can see here, it's breaking the logic inside Twitter itself. And I'm not even sure if this is not breaking anything else for, let's see our test page, and let's see dev2, since dev2 was one of the first website that we tried this on top of it. So here I need to go to the UI, no, the test page, and here we go, test, it's working, not working, te, oh, okay, it's working, te, it's working fine here, and I can delete stuff. Here it is. And this is like a copy of what we are doing, just like showing it for checking stuff. And here, if we could go to whatever we have, let's just say test or te. Let me see, it's working from this. Let's remove that. TES. Refresh this for double checking. Um, face. We don't see it. So I think I broke something here. Open resource. We are already having that array. So let me see till go to the end. We have our Chrome extension somewhere on the page, but it's not okay. So it's getting it here. It's not getting the right. Um, it's not getting the right position, and I think this is due. Should this be position sticky? No, it should be fixed. Yeah, I think it should be position fixed instead of having it as an absolute. But this time we will just go up and down when we move. So we'll need to add handling for the scroll, but like at least we see it. Here we could go TES. Yeah, okay, I didn't change that again. So we need to change the style to have position fixed here instead of absolute. Even if we add absolute, let me go back. Um, since I'm getting the bounding react for this area, I think I could get bounding client react, and instead of using the XY, did we use the XY? We could use bottom. Let me see. Here it is. I need to change that to like we'll go with the save bit and changing this to fixed. And then we will go back. Let's refresh this and refresh this. Then let's go back down. Here we go, TES. And here we have it. So it's fine for us. Another thing that I would like to be honest to do is instead of having it on the right side, I will do that later, but right now it's working fine. Here it is, and nothing is breaking. And yeah, we could test this on replies. Hey, we have that spaghetti. We could say hello, and we could see here it's working fine for that stuff. And let's go back to Twitter. Let's refresh this and double check it here. Let's go with TEST. We have it here, but again, we are breaking that Twitter stuff. So let's just go with what we already did. We don't need this. The manifest, we could change that. As for fixed, we just could go here. Style, let's say, or fix, show the element even if we scrolled in the screen. So this will be with what we need. And here we could go. What I need to do right now is just fixing that small issue we have for Twitter, which I think we could do through instead of checking if it's like text area or not, Um, yeah, so we could get that selection and we don't need to add it to the element. So what I could do is having this here, here, and here. So we have either this or this. I don't need this anymore. And for if it's not text area, then the value is not there. We could just do if it's text area, if not, we will get the text content, and instead of having this checks, then what I could do, get substring position, whatever. So we have the text area value. Um, we see dot value. If it's not text area, then I'm changing here the text content. But instead of changing the text content, I need to change the inner HTML with this. And by changing the inner HTML, I am just changing the text that I am doing the change on top of it. And I am not changing any structure related to the code that I'm having, which was the issue that I was facing. And here we could go with this and refresh that. So we will try it. So if it's not text area, we'll change the inner HTML. If it's text area, we'll just like go with value. And let's see if we have any issue with Twitter right now. Again, we have TEST, it's not working. Let me refresh this. It's refreshed. Let me refresh this. Open the inspector. This is not related to me. So yeah, here it's working. Those issues is not related to us. This is like happening, but I'm not sure how to fix that right now. So I'll not do that. So here we have TE cannot read undefined of substring. Okay. So right now we have an issue. Okay, what we got here is element dot, say, text content, and here we have the element value, which is supposing that the element is um we will need to do the same thing. If it's not value, it will be element dot text content. And here we have that. So let me just go to this extension, go to this, and see what we are having. DES errors T TEST. Okay, here we get the data, but and we get that text on top, but there is an issue. Let me just refresh this. Let's go with that. TE. We have it, but it's unable to read it again. Didn't we change that? Element value dot substring position. Position. Okay, we have it somewhere else. That's the issue. So what we could do is, yeah, so we could change that again down. Um, I would prefer to have some context for here because I will check that later in the future. Uh, we use text content or value because to get the text before the current no text content or value to handle non-text area tags that aren't text areas. And the other change that we did this, we could hide it here. Use inner HTML to not break the what's the name of it? The HTML structure. And here target text area content cursor handling a case of not being inside a text area and text event target handling non-text area elements or tags, yeah, whatever. So here we have them. And why we have that issue here, I don't need that. Let's refresh the extension. Let's go with the page again and see how the stuff are working right now. TEST. Here we have the test tube, and here we work with that. We could we don't have any errors from yeah, we don't have any errors from uh, Twitter guys. So yeah, but it's just here we have that. It's working. Let's just go TEST face, and here we go again. But there is a small issue here that I'm not being able to remove anything again. Did like I don't think so, but like did Grammarly have a different case for Twitter or whatever? Let me try again. I'm going to refresh this just to start from scratch to make sure it's at the beginning. Here we could write remove and stuff, and then we just go here add angry. Here we have an angry face, and it's working fine. Okay, we are adding it. So I think I could count this as done right now and finish what we are doing. So let me just refresh here, test it for the last time. TEST musical notes, whatever, we could remove that. Then we could say hello spiral shell. We could say, oh, we could find, oh, how did they do this? Okay. Uh, okay. And what else we could do is right now I could prepare this extension repo so that I could GitHub so I could repair this repo with some Um, yeah, so I could remove whatever we have done here, mark it as done or not, then add whatever things that I need to do, which is I think I need to add have a minor logo. Let me open that here. To do list. So what I need to do is have a logo, have a readme to explain the extension, improve the UI and use rounded corners. So we could do this stuff. Let me say it's 11, 12 to do. Yeah, so just like to do or daily to do. I don't know what to say. Minor improvements related to dev X. Here we go. So I think I could just like add those later and then move on and see how stuff will work and wait for the Chrome review for the extension to be able to publish it and test it with others. And thank you for you who joined us today and hopefully that you will we will see you in another stream tomorrow and enjoy your time. Have a great day or night based on like your time zone. Bye bye.